16 Charlane Avenue is one of Indooroopilly's best addresses. Beautiful cul-de-sac living, 1970s architecture. I'm not going to go on about the property. I'm going to let the owner tell you the story.
What I love about the house is its quirkiness or the surprise, but I mean that's architectural quirkiness or surprise. From the front of the house, you have no idea that this big house unfolds over 3 levels and flows out to the back. So it's kind of like a secret surprise that nobody knows anything about. So we go from upstairs where it's like a beautiful retreat in the treetops, and then right down at the very bottom, it flows out onto a green garden and a pool. And yet in the middle, we've got a really lovely, serene Buddhist type garden. The interesting thing about this house is it was actually built in 1957 by Jack Gilmour, who was an architect with Rob Froud and co, very famous at the time. The house has always been owned by architects and things, and even though it was built in the 1950s originally, this house has evolved and changed through time. It's quite amazing. It's kind of an oldie, but it's ageless. But the other thing is about the house is it's such a family home. When we first came here, the kids were in grades 2, 5 and 8, and now the grandchildren have come to visit. And it's such a family street. It's a cul-de-sac with green on either side. So children still play in the street and walk everywhere and ride their bikes. And that's something that I've always loved about this area very much. So we've got the golf courses at either end, which is always fun because there's always room to roam and take the dogs for a walk, etc. So that makes it an ideal spot to just sit, grow up with the family and watch life pass you by. The house is ready, I'm ready. It's time for that next family to come in here and have as much fun as we have. Bring it on.
As you can see, this is a magnificent property. It hasn't been sold in 20 years. You must come and inspect this quality house.